I don't ever feed Bonzo out of a bowl. I just throw it around the leaves and he finds his food. It stimulates his mind and keeps him on top of his game. Some people may think that's a little cruel or crazy, but I think he really enjoys it. Gonna do a video today on what I have in my new rucksack I've been carrying around for a couple weeks. It's a little Christmas present to myself. But gotta get this fire rocking first. The high today is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So stay tuned. Alright, here we go. So I already took, this is a little butt pad I have that I put as the backing to my rucksack. I already took that out, sit on this cold rock here. Old friend of mine's mother was a nurse, told me if you sit on cold stone it'll give you hemorrhoids, and I don't want to find out if she was right or not. So I always try and carry a butt pad. It's nice if it's been raining all day or on a wet log or something, keep you from getting your ass wet. I always lately I've been carrying my axe. Woo! Let's shift this around. I've been carrying my axe in my hand as I go around, move around the woods, since I've been carrying this rucksack here as well, not packing it in the actual pack. And I don't know, I had never really done that before, but I'm kind of digging it, liking it. So there's that. Also already took this ground tarp out of my pack. This usually goes in with my tarp to keep me off the wet ground. That's some super ultra light kind of Cuban fiber stuff or something. It's very durable, and I don't know, it works for me. So this is, real quick, a old vintage LL Bean Rucksack. And a week or two before Christmas, I seen it on eBay, and it reminded me of my old Czech M60 pack that I had. I did a video on a long time ago, and I don't know, LL Bean's a good company as far as I know, and I decided to get it. It's canvas, heavy duty. It's got leather top and everything. Nice heavy duty buckles, stitched real well, and it's got some pretty nice padding on the straps, shoulder straps. So I've been carrying it around for the past, I don't know, I'd say 3 weeks, maybe a little more than that, and so far I've been really happy with this. All right, let's get into the contents. We'll do the main compartment first. I slide up under the flap here my folding buck saw. It seems to be a good spot for it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to probably sew some little leather loops on right above these compartments to be able to slide this buck saw in right there. Keep it there, make it a little easier to get into the contents of the bucket here. Just haven't done it yet. Right off the bat, up at the top, I keep my tarp. This is a 6x8 sil nylon tarp. If rain's coming quick and I need to get some shelter going fast, I will. It's easy access right at the top. I can just pull it right out. So also up top, I keep my, this is a single wall metal container. I'll keep water in this, and if need be, I could purify more water over the fire in it. Got to stay hydrated. When it's super cold, you expend a lot of energy and you can dehydrate quick. People think because it's cold, it's not going to happen. You don't need to drink a lot of water, but I think you probably need to drink just as much or more as when it's hot out to keep yourself going. So I keep it wrapped up in this cut up cotton t-shirt just to kind of insulate it a little bit more if it's super cold out like today, to keep my water from freezing. Got my backup knife. Just finished up this knife. It was a knife blank from Breeson Knives Polar. Did stacked bamboo. If you want to check the video out, it's on my channel. I just finished up. Pretty happy with it. Got a little antler and brass integrated into it. And just did this leather sheath, pretty heavy duty. I did some extra welting right up in here because the handle is kind of fat, but pretty happy with it. So I have that in my pack as my backup. Also, I have around my neck that Kellum Fang knife. I've been using this a lot, seeing how much I like it. Pretty darn good knife. Both of these are rat tail tang, and I don't want to trust my life on that. So also on my belt, I have a Jeff White large Kephart knife that I modified, and I have a video on that as well. You can go check out if you want. I really love knives and tools, so I always have a bunch on me. I don't mind carrying the extra weight. It's just what I like. I like to go tool heavy. Up top, this is a pack cover that I can throw over my rucksack here if it starts to rain and I don't want all my stuff to get wet. This is Cuban fiber material as well, same as my ground tarp thing. Got some little snacks, some fig bars and Snickers bars and whatnot to eat throughout the day when I'm out. Israeli bandage, in case I chop my leg off with my axe when I'm out being a dumbass. Got a nice pair of leather gloves, pretty heavy duty. Protect yourself when you're working. This is just a, 6-7 foot length of some heavy duty rope, and this can be used for a lot of things. Usually what I do with this is I'll bundle up firewood to bring back to camp, but if I lost Bonzo's leash and I'm somewhere where he needs to be on a leash, this can substitute for that as well. There's a lot of different uses for rope. Can't have enough cordage. Speaking of Bonzo, this is a collapsible dog bowl, which if we're in an area where there isn't water, I don't want to waste mine by dumping half of it on the ground, getting him a drink. So I have this bowl, I can fill him up a little bit. Here is another cut up t-shirt that I had cut up into more like a tube shape like the other one. Just something extra to keep you warm. Wrap that up under in my hood if it's really cold and windy. First aid, I could cut it and have a long length. Help me filter water if I lose everything else. A lot of uses. Also, easy access. I have an extra mid layer that I can throw on if it's getting super cold. And a cotton bandana. Nice thin material. I can make charcloth with that if I need be. I have 3 55-gallon drum bags, trash bags, rolled up together. And I can use this integrated into some form of shelter if I was making a shelter, or make a browse bed to lay on, different things like that. Keep me off the ground, keep me warm. Collect firewood, collect rainwater, bunch of uses. I have a few dry bags, and I can collect a bunch of water and bring it back to camp in these, or I can put my food in this, hang it from a tree to keep the bears from stealing it. I have a knee brace in here. Had surgery on a knee 10, 15 years ago, and going down the mountain, my knee will start acting up. So I put that on before I even start heading down. Solve the problem, nip it in the butt before it arises. Puts me in a bad situation. In this little dry bag, I have base layers, wool socks, and a warm cap for my head, a knit cap. And I keep this in there. I don't put this on unless like I was in a bad spot where everything was soaked. I needed to get warm. These are black base layers, long john bottoms in the top, hat, wool socks. And I like it to be black because you can absorb more sunlight. You stay warmer wearing darker colors in the wintertime. And then I have my little cook pot here. This is a Stanley Adventure cook cup for if I'm cooking some food out here. And in it, just in case, I have these soup mixes. It says 6 servings per each one of these, but I'm sure I could probably eat a whole one of these in one sitting. But it's just some backup food to have if I get in a tight spot. Can add that in with things I forage if it's summertime, or if I get lucky and get some kind of small game, or if Bonzo gets some small game, which happens often, he'll bring it back. I make him drop it, and I can field dress it and cook it. So, cook cup and purifying water, of course. Then in the bottom, I have just some pieces of leather that I kind of lay in the bottom of my bag as a base. It's good to have some leather. I do a lot of leather work, so I got the scrap. So that is my main compartment. Also, in the top flap, there's a little zipper pouch here. I keep a few things in here that if I need easy access to. Emergency blanket. I have some coffee packets, a lighter, a Right in the Rain notepad, a emergency poncho, 2 little wraps of duct tape for repairs, I have a compass, and then I have my topo map wrapped up in this bag, and this is of the whole area around here, all the mountains around here. It's a topo map of the area, so as long as I have a good idea of the vicinity that I'm in, this might be able to help me get home or find a cool new spot to go explore. I have a Right in the Rain pen, and then I got, this was the first squirrel Bonzo killed. It's the tail. He got a squirrel. I was pretty proud of him. Kept it as a souvenir. I like to keep that in there. Okay, so this pack has 2 front compartments here. And I'm going to go over the contents of those now. Easy access in this pocket. I have like a small first aid kit with ways to dress wounds, band-aids. I've got alcohol prep pads. I've got some kind of bacitracin kind of stuff, and a bunch of little things in here for like minor first aid needs. I have one of those light load towels. This thing ends up, let me see here. This will fold out into a 12 by 24 inch towel, and you never know what you might need something like that for. Got my extra battery pack. Some more first aid, a couple band-aids and things for quick, easy access. When it comes to first aid, I learned the hard way. You want to keep your first aid kit and stuff where you can get to it quickly, not in the bottom of the pack. You want to have that easy access. And another thing that'd be good to kind of practice is people don't think about if you have like a major cut on one of your hands. Like what I've done is I've practiced trying to dress that wound with just my other hand. So getting into my first aid kit with one hand, opening the bandages with one hand, you know, it's kind of tough when you're by yourself and you got something going on like a major cut to try and field dress the wound yourself. So something to take into consideration. It's good to get practiced in that. Got a little toilet paper. Got a couple chunkers of fat wood in here. In here is my field sharpening kit for sharpening my tools, which I have a video on that as well you can go check out. Little bags for picking up Bonzo's poop. And then I have a nice roll of some bank line here, full roll, and my larger ferro rod. Last compartment, right here. Easy access. My headlamp gets to be night and I'm moving. I have a little sewing kit right here. I have an awl made of bare bone and a little bit of thread in here, different things for repairs. I keep a little carving knife, flex cut, for, you know, if I want to whittle something, pass the time away. I do a lot of that, so it's nice to have. Got a Builder's protein bar, something easy access. I have my fire kit right here. I have this is a Swiss Army knife that has a little saw and a good sized blade, different things, cork opener, things like that. It has tweezers in there and a toothpick, but the tweezers are crucial when you're out here, in my opinion. You get a splinter or things like that, it's good to have. Got a little roll of some Gorilla duct tape. I have some paracord cordage extra. Here's some more. And then I have some leather lace that I have in there for one reason or another. I can't remember, but that's good to have different kinds of cordage. Got some hand sanitizer. Large heavy-duty climbing carabiner. And just another piece of leather. So that is my rucksack and what I carry in it, or what I have been for the past few weeks. And it's a system I'm working out, but I'm pretty happy with so far. If anybody has any suggestions on things they'd throw in there that I don't have here, or any comments, please leave them below. And I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.